One of the things I understand is that things about me that are unique. There's a story I have that's unique, a unique place I grew up, a unique place I went to school, all of that. But for people who are in Jesus, there's also something more core to our story that is exactly the same. In Ephesians chapter 2, Paul tells the story of every Christian, and it's this. As for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sins, in what you used to walk. And he goes on and talks about what that was like. And then he says in verse 4, but because of his great love for us, God, who's rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ. So this is part of what it means. People talk about being a born again Christian, like that's a really serious Christian or a conservative Christian or whatever. You're either dead in your sins or you've been born again in Jesus. And there are amazing things that come with that. One of the things that always strikes me about what he says here, though, is that God is rich in mercy because of his great love. And it says he saved us to show the incomparable riches of his grace. So it's kind of like this. There are two kinds of rich people. There are rich people who you would never know they're rich. They kind of dress normal. They're real kind of low key. And then there are rich people who are very flashy. They want everybody to know they're rich. Maybe they got, like rappers be having like 4 watches on every chain they've ever seen because they want you to know that they're rich. Or sometimes people want you to see the stuff they have. Maybe guys try to show off a car to get a girl, like, hey, if you come around with me, this is the kind of stuff you can have. Well, God woos us to himself with riches, but what he has to show off is much better than cars or jewelry or money. What he has to show off is incomparable riches of grace and mercy. God has so much grace and mercy that he longs to pour out on us for all of eternity, and he shows it off as a way to woo us. So if we think, I need more grace than that, God says, I have an incomparable amount of riches and grace and mercy, and he's calling us to himself. And so one of the beautiful things about coming to Jesus is there's a resurrection, there's new life that's available to all of us.